Hey guys, just wanted to do an update of my toolbox. It's kind of like a tour somewhat. I'll show you my massive collection. I've been trying to clean it up a little bit inside. It's been horrible. I buy so many tools, they're all over the place, and it was getting pretty lazy about cleaning it up. But before I get next to the toolbox here, I want to show you this ratchet. It's a snap-on ratchet. It's the THL 72 if you're a subscriber. I don't care when you subscribe, today, yesterday, last month, last year. And you comment on the video coming in the next few days, you'll be eligible for that giveaway. It's that simple. It costs nothing to subscribe, guys. So if you're a subscriber, I don't care when you subscribe, and you comment on the video coming up in a few days from now, I'll let you know what video it is. You'll be eligible for that giveaway. All right, let's get up to this toolbox here a little bit here. I wanted to say, the first thing I wanted to address was the, I'm not going to go into side lockers, but I can show you a little bit. The first thing I wanted to address is about cordless tools. I did a video the other day on cordless ratchets, which I don't use a lot. I don't use a lot of, only when I'm disassembling. I don't think I said that. If I'm going to disassemble something, I will use this cordless ratchet. Well, for reassemble, I usually use my handheld ratchet. But there's a side locker. I'm not going to go too much into that. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Some of my Milwaukee tools, you know, the drills I use a lot, the saw I use a lot for exhaust work. That's a temperature meter, infrared. The 1/4-inch drill I use a lot. This one here, not so much. It's big and bulky. I use it very little. I'm going to be giving that one away probably. The 1/4-inch one here I use quite a bit. I mean, the 3/8 one I use quite a bit for tear down, not so much for reassembly. I'm not a professional mechanic, so I don't care too much about speed. I use that sanding one quite a bit, right angle. I use the hex driver quite a bit. I use the light quite a bit, and the right angle cutter, not too much. They're kind of underpowered, at least that one is. Another hex driver I use quite a bit. The Dremel, yes. And over here, drills and these impacts I use all the time. A couple more drills up there as well. Let's go over here on this side of the toolbox. So, without kicking this around like I've been doing, that's the top. You got the, I've been trying to pick it up a little bit. Those are the Bondis hex drivers, you know, metric and SAE and the Torx back there. Bunch of miscellaneous up there. I've been trying to pick it up somewhat, and it's work in progress. I'm running out of room. I probably will be adding on pretty soon. Let's go to the top drawer here. The top drawer is my beater screwdrivers. It's somewhat organized. It was way worse before, guys. Those are my beaters. My better screwdrivers, these are the ones I don't beat on. I got Snap-on. I got Williams. I got the old professional Craftsman. I got Vessel. I got the V. I got the V series Craftsman screwdrivers. I don't really like those too much. I got the SKs and the brand new Milwaukee's made in USA. I use those a lot. Punches and chisels is another good drawer here. Trying to get organized here. You got to have lineup tools, punches and chisels. Most of those are Craftsman up there. Some Stanley and some garbage up there. The orange ones are Harbor Freight. Those are just beaters. That's Craftsman, and those are some beaters there as well. I'm going to go back through it pretty fast, guys. Pry bars. I got the mini pry bars there. I got the old Craftsman, which I love. Those are 40 years old back there. Those were made in the USA. See if we can get a thing on here to show you. They were made in USA. Those are the old Craftsmans. Don't mind the phone call. It's probably a customer. Those are some cheaper pry bars. Those are some cheap Craftsman ones I don't use much. Next drawer is extensions. The extensions. See if I can get this down a little bit for you. I got these billet tool ones I bought here. They're like wobble plus. They're regular plus a wobble. Those are pretty cool. I think those are Nico. I'm not sure. And I got a set here, Klutz. I think it's Klutz for those. That's a nice set. And I got a lot of old Craftsman here. I don't know if we can get it in here, but these are old Craftsman. They're going to be V. A lot of my tools are old. Let me see if I got that in there for you. There's the V. V as in Victor. That's the old Craftsman's. You can pick it up or not in the camera. Not picking it up, but those are old. And over here, there's a lot. There's 42 drawers here, guys. I think 42. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna be adding on pretty soon. That's kind of like a just units of measure, some brushes, rulers, tape measure, stuff like that. Rivets and rivet guns. That's a file drawer. Got more rivets and adjustable wrenches. Those are old Craftsman's. That's my hex bit drawer. These are old here. These are old Craftsman. Sears. That's the old Sears. Yep. That's the ones with the ball on the end there. I use those quite a bit, believe it or not. I don't. These type I use sometimes, but I usually use sockets. Those are the Stanleys. Let's open the bottom up here. I mean, you have to bring this back a little bit, trying to not take too long, guys. This is one of my socket drawers. As you can see, I got a lot of sockets. Lots and lots of sockets. I'll open up the other one too here for a second. Hold on. It's kind of an update. I've been trying to organize things. It's a lot better than it was. There's still some bad drawers, but those are the sockets. There's over 1,000. I don't know how many I got, guys. Mostly old Craftsman. Come down from this angle here, and you'll see it. That's 12 feet long, I think. Is it 12 feet long? I'm not even sure. With the lockers, I think it's 14 feet long, this toolbox. So there's over 1,000 sockets. These are specialty bits here. I got Nico and Tecton. Got to have those. C-clamps. I got wrenches in this drawer because I got so many damn wrenches I can't fit in my wrench drawers. Those are the Icons, which I do use. Those are the long pattern. Those are very nice. Some electrical stuff. Some of these drawers you can still fit more stuff in. Quite a bit you can't. There's some more stuff down there, mostly battery chargers and stuff. Those are all power tools down there, guys. A lot of old Craftsman stuff there. Let's bring it over here, if we may. Oil filter stuff. That's that gear wrench. The gear wrench set. I had a video of that. That was pretty cool. Open it up here for a second if we can. I got the magnetic plugs. Those are neat. Those are neat as hell. They work really good. They're pricey though. Some old nut drivers and the old Craftsman. Any of you guys remember these old Craftsman like double box wrenches here? These things were cumbersome. I don't know how much you would use them in the automotive industry even back then. But those were Sears. These are a Sears one. See if I can get it here for you. Made in USA. The old Sears. They're rusted up pretty good. You can see it there a little bit. Made in USA. I don't think I ever used them. Multimeters, some battery testers, test lights, stuff like that. You got to have that. Drill bits. I got probably 1,000 drill bits in there. Oh my God, there's all kinds of drill bits in there. Got to have that. The bottom drawer is vacuum gauges, stuff like that. Vacuum gauges, some other stuff here, solder guns, glue guns, stuff like that. The remote car starter was in there. Let's go over to here now. Let's close the socket drawer for a second so we can get in a little closer. Let's take a gander. I have been cleaning up though, guys, because it was really, really getting bad. And it's a lot more organized than it was. All my lights up there, some stickers, some magnets, some inspection mirrors, some brake caliper hangers, stuff like that. Let's bring this back up. Plier drawer is bad. I don't even want to open this one up. Plier drawer needs a lot of help. That's one of the drawers I got to do something with. But I think I'm going to be adding on to this toolbox. I've been saying that for a while. I just haven't pulled the trigger. But boy, this thing is just, I don't know, there's got to be 60, 70 pliers in there. There's too many. Those are either icons or snap-ons. They look almost the same. You can't even tell from first glance. But that drawer needs help. This is one of my wrench drawers here. These are the Williams ratchet wrenches. That's one of my top sets. I really like those with the reverse lever. These are my Olsas 6-point box guys. I did a video on those. Those are pretty nice. I like those a lot. Now, I'm not a professional. I call myself weekend warrior, do-it-yourself, or semi-pro, all in one package. I'm 64 years old. I've been working on cars my whole life, over 44 years. These are these new reversibles I bought from Tecton. I really, really like those guys. These are nice. Very, very smooth. I haven't had them for a long time, but those are nice. And these are my old trusty Blackhawks. Those are my favorite. Those are my number one for reversible. Then my number two would be Tecton or a Williams wrench with the Olsa. This is the metric Blackhawk ratchet wrenches. Ooh, look, I got here. I got a Proto. Shout out to Don. Don gave me that Proto. Don gave me this Proto. He's a really good subscriber there. That's a Proto. It's very similar to the. Well, here you go. Let me pull a 15 Blackhawks. Obviously the same. They're all part of Black & Decker. You know, they look very, very similar in design. The Proto is like was like the flagship brand, and Blackhawk is second tier, but they're still pretty damn nice. Then we got this drawer here. Another. These are combo wrenches. I love my Capris. The Capris are really nice. That's my number one set, I would say. I got the SAE and the metrics. So my toolbox is getting more organized. Just only got a few bad drawers. And these are my Tecton. These are my number two, sometimes number three that I use. My Tectons. And these are the SAE and the metric. Any of you guys remember these? The old ignition wrenches from Craftsman? I don't know if you guys got any of those. Those are old. 40-something years old. More wrenches. And here we got, let me see what we got here. Bring it down a little bit for you. We got, in the back here, we got the gear wrench, 120 XPs. I really like them. Some guys don't like the spline drive, though. That's the problem there. Some guys do not like the spline drive. I don't mind them, you know. I'm not going to break a bolt loose with that anyways. I usually I'll use the other end or on a different wrench or whatever. But then I got these Capris, double box long pattern. I really like those a lot. And I got the Genius. That's a nice set. That's like my backup set. That's the Genius double box non-flex long pattern wrenches. And I got my Icons, but these are ratchet wrenches, and these are the same as the Icons, the Mountain, Platinum. There's a bunch of rebranded ones. And these are reversible. These are nice. I like those a lot. And these are stubbies. I think these are gear wrench. Yeah, these are gear wrench. Stubbies. Oh, look at this. I got this from Don as well. That's the only snap-on wrench I got. 7/16 one side, 3/8 on the other. That's a snap-on. That's a good size to have, though. Long pattern. Those are nice. That's a nice wrench. I like to have that whole set. All right, getting one more drawer, you know. I got the Starworks, which is, you know, I got my Blackhawks, my Olsas, and my Tecton. But I use these two a lot, the Starworks. These are good bang for the buck, guys. Absolutely. I think these are 72 tooth, and they are 6-point box. That's what's nice about these. You don't see a lot of 6-point boxes anymore. And this is the metric set. Those are nice wrenches. They're underrated, I think, but I don't use I don't use these too much. These are the Flex Head Pro, PRT, Pro Stormers. I don't use those too much at all. I use my Tecton Flex Heads. I use these a lot if I need a flex head ratchet wrench. And over here we have those are the stubbies. Those are the stubby Tecton I'm pulling out. Tecton's got some decent chrome. You can't beat Tecton's warranty, guys. That's huge, you know. So it's good. I'm getting some more organization. It just still needs work, but a couple of drawers are still pretty bad. Up here I got picks. All kinds of picks, gear wrench, some Harbor Freight, a couple other names in there. Specialty pliers. That's a cool drawer. Here's some CV half shaft boot pliers. You know, to clamp those clamps. Here's an old cutter, exhaust cutter, or tube for tubes. That thing's pretty good. That's an old Craftsman, by the way. Here's some old Craftsman. I got a lot of old Craftsman tools, guys. I'm an old Craftsman guy. Those are old Craftsman, and those were made in the USA. Those are hose remover pliers. Pickle forks, tune forks, whatever you want to call them, ball joints, tie rods, seals, bearing sealers. That's a scissors drawer. Got this from a subscriber. I think this is from Don too. I haven't even opened it up yet, but I'm going to do a review on that. That's a pretty cool utility knife. And it's got on the end of it, it's got the Phillips. That's cool. Some brake tools. Got a lot of, and some hex bit drivers. Let me see here. Let's bring this down a little bit here. I'm not going to try to bore you too long. It's already getting long. Those are all my 1/2-inch ratchets. Let's bring this down a little bit so you can get a better gander. Those are all my 1/2-inch. I don't have a lot of 1/2-inch. Probably 20, maybe 25. That's the one I just bought recently, a Die Hard. I like these Die Hards. Not bad. That's my 1/2-inch drawer. I only got like 20, maybe 20 of those. I probably got 40, I don't know, I'm going to say 40 plus with the 3H drive. And they got some good ones. I didn't do a video on these yet. This is the V series with the comfort grip. I got to do a video on this one yet. I haven't done it yet. I just got them not too long ago. I traded those with my, again, Don and I trade tools. That's just an old gear wrench one. There's quite a few in there, guys, though. With ratchets, you can see it's a lot more organized than it was the last time I showed any of this. So got quite a few there. There's an old Williams there, one. It was pretty nice. How about the old Protos, the pear-shaped Protos? You know what that is, right, guys? The Koken. They make longer ones of that, too, but... Carlisle. That's a nice one. Flex head locking. That's the 3/8. And here we got on my quarter. Quarter, I probably got 50. I think I got 50 with a quarter. Damn close. If I don't have 50, it's close. So we can bring it down here a little lower for you, so you can get a better view of it. And there's all my 1/4-inch drive. There's quite a few there. Let's see if there's any good ones here. I don't recommend this. Tang Tools. I don't recommend that one. That thing's got more back drag than. There's a Vim. I need to get a 3H drive flex head ratchet. There's a subscriber. His name's Ben. Ben, be patient. I'm going to get it. He wants me to buy the new flex head ones. Long pattern, long reach. Do a review, I will. There's my Capri long one. I got them by lengths in this drawer, And that's the Williams. I really like the Williams. These are all 1/4-inch. There's some nice ones in here, Oh, there's the Die Hard again, which I like. And the Quinn, which I really like. Another Capri. Capri's one of my favorites. You guys all know that if you watch the channel. Icon. Everybody thinks these are overpriced. Well, now that you came out with that Quinn line, I would say they're overpriced, but that's just my opinion. These are ones that were made in USA. before the factory closed in Texas. That one was made in USA. You can see it right there. That's the Craftsman. I haven't used it much. A lot of these I don't use much. I got so many damn. I like my Blue Point though. I do use this one a lot. But that's the ratchets. I got around 150 ratchets, give or take. I don't know. It's quite a few. What we got here next? We got more ratchets. I already showed you the 3/8 drive ratchets. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Some air tools, some vice grips. The air tools I do use when I use them are the Chicago Pneumatic or the Central Pneumatic or the AirCat. That AirCat's that's a nice air impact. Some Tecton sockets, some vice grips, and this is one's made in Spain. Is this made in Spain? I think it was Spain, that one there. Let me see here. It was made in Spain. Yeah, made in Spain. If you can see it or not, it was made in Spain. Channel lock. Those are air tools, pullers, stuff like that. This is a puller here. This is a funky puller. This is for one of the back control arms on a 68 Chevelle when you had to push in the rubber bushings. Try it without it, you know. Just mostly some air tools and stuff. Bottom is the hammer drawer, you know. So I got quite a few tools here, you know. Over here, I'm not going to bore you too much. I'm not going to go into side cabinets. Side cabinets mostly just they're cases, guys. So I'm not going to open them up. Just sealants, assembly lube, stuff like that. Razor blades, hoses. There's more hoses down here whenever I do work on hoses. The funny thing is, I got tools all over the place, guys. That's the funny thing. Okay, you see all these tools here, but let's see if we can go up with this a little bit. I got tools all over the place. More stuff on the floor there. Some of those are giveaways. And I showed you the wrenches I got, and there's a lot more wrenches up there, guys. Those are all the old Craftsmans, my Miller Welder. I did a video on these. You should check that out. These are all, except for those down there, and these. The rest are all old vintage V, or double V. There you go. 6-point, 12-point. 45-degree offset, the little stubbies over there, and the Saltus wrenches. And I got more tools over here. Those are more giveaways coming up. The stuff is all over the place, guys. But that's about it for the tour. I'm sorry it went so long. And stay tuned, and I'll be giving away that snap-on ratchet next week sometime, so you might want to follow up and you might want to stay active on the channel. You don't want to miss that. All right, guys, that's it for today, and I hope you liked it. I had some requests for it. So I have been cleaning it out a little bit, but I'm going to be adding on, too, because I got too much on the floor. All right, guys, take care.